Hello YouTube and welcome back to another video. Obviously earlier today I posted my NASCAR in season challenge predictions, and you may see I'm recording this immediately after. I'm recording these now so I can get them out of the way. I can upload this one later when you see this, but anyhow, I'm just going to quickly go over the Night of Champions card, make my predictions for that, and yeah, we'll see how that all goes. So I'm gonna go top to bottom. I'm gonna save Gunther, Cody, and Sammy for last because I feel like it's gonna main event. I don't know why Tiffany and Jade's down there, but anyway, we got the King of the Ring tournament with Jey Uso, show opener Jey Uso, not main event Jey Uso, and Oba Femi. I feel like I should have saved this last because I might go on a bit of a rant here. I really want Oba Femi to win. I think all of us want Oba Femi to win. But it's obvious that that's not going to happen. Brock Lesnar's going to come out. He's going to screw Oba Femi out of the King of the Ring. And we're going to have King Yeet. Are we serious? And I hear everyone say bad creative. And you know what? I'm going to say this right now. Jey Uso winning King of the Ring might be the worst booking decision of all time. You took a risk on him last year winning the Royal Rumble. You gave him a world title run for like 50 days. And now you're going to give him another world title match against who? Cody? I mean, you could go Roman, but it's realistically probably going to be Cody. Who wants to see Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso in the main event of SummerSlam? I know I sure as heck don't. I know probably most of us in the IWC don't want it, unless you're a Bloodline stan. Like, what's the upside of Jey Uso winning? We've been there, we've done that. You have the next big guy right there, Oba Femi. And yet, we're going to run back a third match with these guys. With Brock and Oba, when realistically probably should have been over at WrestleMania when Brock supposedly retired the first time. It's stupid that we're going to have Jey Uso going in a main event of SummerSlam in 2026. It just goes to show that this company is cooked. Is going to probably be in the dumps after this. Everybody's going to be just pissed, and well, there's not much else to say. But yeah, so I'm going to stop by rambling. You basically already know who I'm going with. As much as I want it to be Oba, it's going to be frickin' Jey Uso. And I wish we didn't live in a timeline where this had to happen. Should have been LA Knight or Finn Balor, but, they're not going to push those guys. Anyhow, speaking of bad creative, really should insert that Chris Jericho clip. Anyway, we got Io Sky versus the Women's World Champion, Liv Morgan. Now, as much of a Liv Morgan fan as I am, she's probably my favorite women's wrestler on the roster right now. Why do we have her in this tournament when you could have had anyone like, I don't know, Blake Monroe, Jordan Grace in this tournament? It just makes no sense. And you're leaving all these people off, and you put the Women's World Champion in here who is yet to defend her title since she won it at WrestleMania. Make it make sense. And now we're in a lose-lose situation because if you have Liv win this tournament, she's just going to go face Rhea and she's probably going to lose. Like, they're not going to unify the belts. But then if you have Io win, you're going to make the Women's World Champion... Well, I mean, sure, she could take a loss, but it's like, are you really going to have Io beat Liv just for her to challenge Io again, or Liv again at SummerSlam in like 5 weeks? Like, what's the point? Because you're going to have Io win, and you're going to probably have the same match again. It makes no sense, unless she goes to face Rhea. But, like, where's Stephanie Vaquer been at? Like, we're supposed to get that at Backlash. She was out injured after Mania. And basically, that's the whole reason that we're even in this situation to begin with. So I'd say just bring Stephanie back. You can have Liv lose off a distraction from her or whatever. Io wins to make up for her being off the Mania card. And boom, there you go, I guess. So I guess we'll go Io Sky to win this because these tournaments have been so bad this year, man. I just wish we had better creative, man. Really, really do. Trick Williams versus Ricky Saints for the United States Championship. I mean, this is another predictable one. I don't think Trick's going to lose the belt this early. He won it at WrestleMania 2 months ago. And Ricky's still relatively new. So I think give him some time and he'll eventually get there. But I don't think right now is the right time for Ricky to win the belt. Keep Trick's reign going, build his stock. And yeah, not much else to say. Trick Williams retains. Seth Rollins versus Braun Breaker in a steel cage match. Now this one I'm a little torn about because since we're going to have King Yeet again, actually no, I'm not even going to go into that. If that's going to be the WWE title match, Jay versus Cody, realistically, people are speculating Seth should be the next guy up for Roman. Whilst I agree, you also have Braun Breaker, who's one of the future guys in the industry who could benefit off a huge win against Seth Rollins to end the feud here with the Vision. But as much as I want Braun Breaker to win, I feel like with how the story's been told, Braun won the first, Seth won the second. Seth said that the Vision was in his rear view and Braun cost him the match. I ultimately believe Seth Rollins is going to win this match somehow. I don't know if they're going to maybe do a spot where maybe Braun spears Seth through the cage and Seth lands on the floor first or something like Brock and Roman in 2018. It's kind of what I'm picturing, but I think Seth is going to win in some screwy way. I mean, obviously, if that's the case, and I doubt this ends, but I feel like this is going to have to if you want Seth versus Roman at SummerSlam. And as far as Braun Breaker, I don't really know where you go with him. Because, like, I feel like he's just been stuck in limbo, especially since Logan Paul went down. He's had to basically take up his spot in the tag team part of the Vision when he should be going after the world title, I feel. But, yeah, I think Seth is the right choice. If you maybe want to continue this feud after SummerSlam, I mean, the door is always open there, even though I'm sure we just want to move on from it, but I'm going to say Seth Rollins wins somehow. Then we've got Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill for the Women's United States Championship. I'm going to say Tiffany's going to retain here because, well, Tiffany won the belt not that long ago. I think this is just a placeholder feud for Jade until maybe Rhea comes back, although she's probably going to be stuck in a feud with Charlotte, which I believe Charlotte's going to be the reason Jade loses this match. Her and Alexa are probably going to come down and take out the baddies, cost Jade. Tiffany wins. And, yeah, not much to say, except for the women's U.S. title is finally on a PLE, so congrats. And then finally your main event, Cody Rhodes versus Gunther versus Sami Zayn for the WWE Championship. Now this one is really tough to say because Cody and Sami have been probably the highlight of SmackDown. I'd say more so Sami, his last real good guy character, where he acts kind of heelish. He has his ride or die fans, but then he's also kind of a baby face. And then you have kind of Gunther, who I feel is just kind of the third wheel in all this, even though he's been feuding with Cody for the last little bit. But I feel like his momentum's just kind of cooled off at this point. Like, sure, they kind of protected him at Clash in Italy, but then, you know, the whole thing where he picked Sami as the ref and he lost in his own stipulation, it kind of feels like they're just making him out to be an idiot. I mean, I feel like there's a world where Cody does retain here. But part of me also feels like Sami Zayn winning in Saudi could also be interesting. Even if it is for a couple of weeks, I wouldn't mind seeing Sami maybe win the belt here. But I'm going to go with the safe route and say Cody's going to retain. Just because it's Cody Rhodes, and I'm sure they're going to build up Yeet versus Cody or whatever. I don't know what they're going to do there, but as interesting of a prospect as it is to see Sami maybe win here, I just don't see them pulling the trigger. So I'm going to go Cody. And yeah, that is my predictions here for Night of Champions. If you liked it, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know who you think is going to win at Night of Champions in any of these matches. And yeah, until the next video, have a good one.